Good morning, y'all. I got my coffee made and I am going to attempt to do a full day of work in the garden today. It is right now 53 degrees. Got my long sleeve shirt on for now because it is pretty windy. I think the wind chill is about 46, it was saying on my app. And that is gorgeous, but I'm going to be working in a lot of shade in some places, and I don't feel like having a chill. I just want to enjoy the cool weather and be able to work. The soil is also going to be pretty wet because the sprinklers ran, and wet and cold dirt on my hands with no sleeves, I'm not really interested in. I want to show you guys a couple of things that I bought the other day because I did go do a little bit of plant shopping. It's my first time going to my favorite garden center since May or June, because I don't do any active gardening during the summer and everything kind of picks back up in September. I have gone, but they've not had anything come in because of different weather issues across the country, and nothing was coming in that would normally have been in September and October. But they got a lot of stuff in now, so I'm going to show you what I bought. All right, so here it is, my stash. I've got a couple of irisine, some lamb's ear, one waffle plant because these guys get really, really big. They spread out nicely if they're in a happy spot. I got a couple of lavenders, some Dusty Miller, some Dahlberg daisies. They are really, really dainty little things. I've not had a whole lot of success. Oh, geez, why can't I talk? I need to drink my coffee. I've not had a lot of success with these in my garden, but I do keep trying. So I'm going to get these guys planted. I'm going to try on the north side of the house this time with them and see if maybe they fare a little bit better. And I got some snapdragons. I thought this color was gorgeous. It's kind of hilarious because pink is not my favorite color. In fact, it is my least favorite color. I make people laugh when I say it. Nothing should be pink except flowers and body parts. If you give me some pink to wear, I'm probably not going to wear it. Now, I do have a couple of pink shirts for different causes and different shades of pink that you see me wearing out in the garden because I don't care if they get messed up because I hate the color pink. But pink flowers, I think, are gorgeous. I'm going to get started working on some things in the garden. I'm not quite sure if these plants will get put in on this video, but I do plan to be out here a pretty long time today. Something else that I want to get accomplished is to finish clearing out the garage. We got the new water heater in, and we've got stuff that we've been giving away and throwing away and setting out for bulk pickup, but I'm ready to park in the garage again, and I got to get the rest of this stuff put away wherever it's going, out to the trash or whatever. And that's that. I'm going to go ahead and get myself sprayed up because we are in the Everglades and our swamp mosquitoes don't care if it's cool. They are still out. They are still biting, and I don't want to be chewed up. Let's get started working. All right, so I was over here pulling off spent blooms on the mums, and I realized I didn't bring you guys along. So now I've got the camera back, and my snips. Don't mind me, I'm just over in the garden cabinet getting some snips. I was just snatching off all of these spent blooms, and there's a lot of bugs in the kale. It's fine because I didn't plant these to eat them. I planted them because I thought they were pretty. I like the color. But I am going to go ahead and cut these off and let the guinea pigs start eating some of this kale, because why not? They like kale. And then I need to get to some of these other blooms that are down here. So I'm going to just cut some of these leaves off so that I can see. And I've basically just been pulling off the spent blooms on the mums and just tossing them back into the bed. See all the bugs coming out? They're in here, and they're in here a lot. Now, I do have a small kale plant down here that's not getting as much light. So it's not quite as big. It may have died. I don't see it. Oh, it's still here. It's just really small. Let me take all these off. I think I might even take some of these top ones too. The guineas are going to be so happy. When my mom was here for Thanksgiving, she threatened to come out here and take these leaves and eat them. She says kale is not for being pretty, it's for eating. Which I guess is true, but I think it can be both. In fact, I think I've proven that it can be both. Now, when I'm harvesting my kale to eat, I don't use snips. I just come in and I snap the branches off. But I don't know. I don't know why I have these snips. I don't want to have the entire stem of the plant getting pulled down with me snapping it off, which happens quite a bit when I'm harvesting my kale to eat. But then again, I'm not trying to protect the plant when I'm going to eat it. So I'm going to leave some of these on here so the plant can still get some energy and push some new leaves. But that'll free up this smaller one to get some sunlight. And since I have my snips, I guess I'll just go ahead and finish snipping. I've got a lot of buds down here, so I'll get some more blooms out of the mums. But I typically just come in and snatch them off like that. I don't care. It's so much easier than using the snips. Now, you will inherently just pull a whole section of your mum off eventually, but if you've got enough plant, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to try to use the snips on this one here in the back corner. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit here. It's got a lot of spent. And I'm probably going to be cutting off some of my buds, but the plant's got enough time to push some new growth and bloom before it gets too hot. Just clean this stuff up a little bit. Now, most people cut off the blooms of their coleus. I'm not going to do that. So if you look close, you can see all of the bugs that have See, can I see it better out here? I'll use the truck. You see them? This is what they do. If you don't spray your brassicas, you're gonna get a ton of critters. See some of them fly off, but they're just a ton. So before I give these to the guineas, let's see what's left after that little shake. So before I give them to the guineas, I'm gonna get them in a bucket with some vinegar and some lemon to kill all of those critters. And then they'll get to eat. So who turned off my water? Okay, so it seems I am out of lemon juice, so vinegar it is. And that vinegar is going to kill whatever is running around on there. I'm not saving this drop. I'll refill this bottle when I get inside. Just make sure these are all submerged. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but most of what's on these leaves is floating to the top. All the bugs and stuff are floating to the top. So I'm going to just let these sit for a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up the other mums before I finish this up and give them to the guineas. So let's go do that. All right, let me take my glasses off so I can see, because I've got some Christmas lights down here and I definitely don't want to cut them. Just step all these off. Got some buds down here. Some of them look like they've been burned either by sun or the crazy weather fluctuations. What is that attached to? Am I cutting the wrong thing? I got a dead stem here. I'll take that out. Mine are kind of weird. They're perennial, but pieces of the plant just start dying off for no reason. It's like these buds are, they should have been coming up, but those are not going to open. Cut some of them off. I'm not going to cut all of them off. It's too many of them. We're trying to get all of them. But then I got some good buds. Got one that are going to come up and give me another flush. Alright, that one's fine. I've got to readjust. I'm trying to balance here on my toes. And because I don't have a stable place for my tripod, there's no telling what this video is going to look like. It's not going to stand. This one stands. I guess as long as I don't fall over, it'll be alright. This one doesn't have as many buds, so maybe some buds will come up behind these after I get all of these dead blooms off. Try not to cut my lights. I gotta stand up. I'm getting a cramp in my leg. Hi, Mockingbird. You can eat. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm gonna just lift these lights off of here just for a second, and I'll just put them back. Make this easier, because I gotta stand up to do this. All right, just throw those back on. Nope, no rhyme or reason. I just curl them up on top of there. All right, now let me do this one last one. Do the same thing. I'm gonna just take the lights off of here and just snip it quickly. Grab this weed on here. All right, quick snipping. This one actually has some buds under here, but I won't get all of them. I got some mockingbirds above my head, trying to enjoy their bird seed. I think I have a nest in this tree. I seem to always have them come flying out of here when I come and work in this bed. Don't usually get to see the mockingbird nests It's usually mourning doves. All right. Let's put those lights back. All right, let's get those done. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see if there's anything else that I can snip while I'm out here. Oh, I can take some of this gaillardia off. Can I balance the camera this time? Will you stand? Okay, let's take some of these spent blooms off. Looks like I'm gonna get some gaillardia seeds scattered all over the place here. That's fine, I don't care. I'll just help it. If it self-seeds like the milkweed does, I'll be happy with that. I want all of them to go to seed, of course, but few is a pleasant surprise. I'm not out here to do weeding. I just refuse to sit here and do weeding today. I want to get some things done other than weeding. But I can't help but pull a couple if I'm standing right in front of them. Alright, got that. Oh, got some mums right here. I'll go ahead and trim these up. Let's see. I'm on a weird paver stone now. Hold on a second. On a weird paver stone here, so it's just going to be a little wobbly, but I'm just going to snip these off. It's got some buds. I don't know if you can see them in the camera because I didn't really try to get the camera just right. I'm just trying to balance it. This part of the yard is not really conducive to using my phone to record. I really need my camera. But to guarantee that I had a Monday video, I wanted to just go ahead and use the phone. I'm going to have a little bit of faith, and I'm going to go and get my camera to do the Wednesday and Friday videos. And if y'all don't see them, it's because it wouldn't let me export my footage. Right, that looks good. Trim some of this marigolds. All right, while I'm at it, let's go and do the rest of the mums. Here's another gaillardia we can do. Oh, let's do the salvia. I'll snip that one. And everything here. A lot of peppers coming. You see them? A ton of peppers in here. All right, let's go find. Oh no, we get a swamp. Oh crap, I never turned off. I forgot to turn off the water. I forgot to turn off the water, so it's just been running in the collapsed. Are the freaking rats over here eating my screen? Look at this. They're eating my screen. I gotta get rid of them. Oh look, they dumped over the bait. Still some in here. Did they realize that this was killing them and they decided not to eat it? I don't know. All right, let's clean up these mums. These buds all got burned by cold weather. Let's see, we don't get freezing weather here, but the weather does mess up our plants because our plants are not used to these cool temperatures, and it drops so drastically from like the 80s and 90s, and then at night it'll drop to low 40s with no like adjustment period. It doesn't happen over time like it does pretty much everywhere else during fall time, that it just gradually gets cold. The cold fronts come in and plants have no way to prepare for them. So all of the buds that were on here are dead, but it's got time, so I'm gonna cut it back and see if we can get some more. One of these plants has a lot of dead on it. Really resisting the urge to sit here and pull these grass weeds that are coming up. But it's not what I'm here for today. I don't want to do that. So if I do that, I end up going down a weeding rabbit hole, and I won't stop, and I won't get anything else done. This weather is too nice for weeding. I think a lot of this one is dead. I think half of the plant is dead. And then this one over here, same thing. Plant is dead. I'm going to trim out what I can trim. Maybe it can push some new growth from what's alive. I'm just throwing this stuff back here. It'll decay. So that doesn't look the best, but it's really the best that I can do with what I'm working with. All of this is dead. I don't know why. I don't want to cut my salvia. It's a lot of plant to lose. These beans are still trying to flower, but they've needed to come out of there for a while. All right, let's try to get this one cleaned up. This one doesn't have as much thickness in it, so I'm trying not to go too far. I'm going to have to just leave it like it is. So that says for... I'll leave these for Fujian blooms for now. I like them, so I don't want to cut them off just yet. Let's clean up a little bit here. I think I should be able to balance my phone on this paper. Well, maybe not. There's a dead rat over here. I smell it. Let's see. Can you see the mom? Yeah. There's definitely a dead rat over here. Don't know where, but it's here. Alright, the rest of this is just going to have to get cut. Okay, so I think that's it for this video, guys. I got quite a bit of the mums around the yard trimmed up. A lot of this stuff is going to be coming out. Kind of let this area do what it wants to do, but every now and then I have to come in and clean it up. It's just, it gets unruly. Oh, there's another mum down here, but this one's got a lot of dead in it. See it there? I'm going to get this one trimmed up, and I'm going to call this video a day, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on some other things and see how the editing goes. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks so much for watching, hanging out with me here in my mess of a garden. And if you don't see any other videos before Christmas, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I always love it when Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa all just kind of line up together, and that is this year, so it's just a festive time. So all of you celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah, and I will see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching.